Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. Welcome to C++ Code Lab. In today's lecture, we'll be treating comments. So, in our last lecture, we actually we treated how to open our first programs and how to, how to start your program. So, in today's lecture, we'll be treating comments as our next topic. So now, let me open my folder and my command prompt. So I'm going to open my command prompt here, and while this is loading, I'm going to open my folder where I actually saved my my configuration file, the folder we used in our last topic day. So now I'm going to go to documents. Oh, sorry, did I use documents? Oh yeah, I use documents. So I use this particular one here, and I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to name it comments. I'm going to name it comments or comments. I'm going to name it comments. So I can let me rename my folder. So let me make this one the first topic. So I'm going to rename this folder 01 as our first lecture, and I'm going to name this one here 02 comments 02. So this is fine. I'm going to name this one here, since it's a template, so I'm going to give it 0. Actually we don't need it, so I'm going to give it 0. So now this is our next topic, and comments. So I'm going to go inside this template project and template file here, which is this one here. I won't be using this one because I have my exe file. So let's say this is fine, we are done with this particular topic. So today's topic, we should use this template. I'm going to go inside this folder here and copy the template. Why copy it? And so I'm going to copy it and go to the folder I just created, which is comment. I'm going to paste this here. Fine, then I copy the directory path, copy, and type cd and paste the directory path and press enter and press code enter. So now it's going to open our Visual Studio for us. Okay, I think it's opening here. So good. Now you see it's comments. You see the folder we are reading here is comments, which is this here. Let's check it ourselves. Comments. So we are in the folder. Good. And what we are going to do is to go to simplify here. Fine. Yeah. So we are in the comment section. We are in the comment folder. So we're going to delete this file here. We don't need it. And let's close this up for now. And for this, okay, you can just click this place to close this part here. This part here, it will close the part here if you feel like. And now we are actually treating comment. And comment is a way you make your code readable to the reader. Example, maybe you code and you want to make it readable, of course. Or let's just say you are coding and you want a code to be understood by someone else or by yourself. Sometimes you can have thousands of code, like thousands of code in a specific part, and you can get confused. And how does it works? You might even get confused yourself, even talk less of those who to review your code. Even if you actually get used comments, even non-programmer, like those who are not even used to programmer, can even find your code easy to read. Or let's say early programmer can find your code to read. So comment is a way of describing our code, or making our code details, or bringing our code to details. Example, let me just go straight to the point. Now we have arch include in IO stream. This is, I told you in the last class, this is our reprocessor. So now I'm gonna name it. If you want to make a comment, you're gonna do this double slash here, and you're gonna type what. So now I said, let's say including IOStream library. And moreover, try and understand it. Comment is not readable by the compiler. The compiler usually ignores comments. You know, this is an English. I'm just writing. If I should remove this slash away, is our code will definitely bring error. It should give me error. It should give me error. No, it should give me error. If I should run the code, it will give me error because this is actually error. Good. It takes time before the editor notice that. Now it is giving me error because this stuff here it doesn't have meaning. But if you use this particular same icon here, symbol, which is double slash J, it's gonna comment it. So and it's gonna be compiler is gonna ignore it's gonna ignore this particular part here. So this particular comment is a kind of way of describing or telling what our code is. Example, now I'm telling you guys that this is my IOStream library. Even if you are not a programmer, you're gonna know that okay, yeah, I'm actually including my IOStream library, which actually have C out, C in, and input and output. So now I'm telling you guys that I am including library here. So including IOStream library, that is what I'm telling you here. So now in here I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna say main function or entrance code, entrance points. So now you know that if you should get this, now say I do double slash and I put entrance point. So on your own, so you try to understand that yes, this particular code here is actually meant for entrance points. This particular code 5 is actually meant for entrance point. So now I can just put my code here and say end, like this is the end of my code. So anything that happens here doesn't make sense anymore because I am actually telling the code reviewer or the person that is reviewing my code or even myself that I'm done. Yeah. So now this place, you should notice that this place is the entrance point of the code, which is the int main function, and here is called including IOStream library. So comment is the way of telling your code, of describing your code, of bringing your code to details for either by the reviewer or by yourself. Sometimes the reason why it could be for yourself is because sometimes you might have a lot of codes and everything may look so complex that if you don't comment your code, you might get confused where you declared this and that. So if you comment it, you're gonna understand exactly. You won't even get confused because everything has comment and everything is in place. So in this one, then we're gonna have, okay, let's just write something. Now type hello mastermind. I can just put comment here and slash it. So that print out mastermind. On the norms, since I put comment here, print out mastermind. You yourself, you understand that this code here is telling me that this particular code here is telling me, okay, sorry, print out hello mastermind. I'm sorry, I didn't really see that. So now you will understand that this particular code here is telling me to print out, or is telling the compiler to print out to the mastermind. If I should say print out hello mastermind, so I'm going to say print out hello mastermind, which is, this is what the code means. That is the details of the code. Let me put this place, return none or 0. Let's say return 0. So this simple code here is actually well detailed. even for the non-programmer, we will be able to understand exactly what I have on the screen, including IO streams library. So IO stream library, I can even detail this. IO stream library can contain which contains this. So I can even make it more details. I can even make it more details for you guys to understand. So now let's just assume, so let's just take, you don't understand this for now, but in IO stream library, there are specific operator there which actually are these ones here. Let's say we only understand C out for now, which is to print to the console. So now for you guys, you're gonna understand more. But including IO stream usually have this stuff. So whenever I declare IO stream, whenever I declared all this thing, this C out, this one here is gonna be understand by a compiler because I have already included IO streams there. So this particular comment here make it more detailed, like make it more understandable for us by actually putting these things there, make it more details. And entrance point, I'm gonna say yes, this is the entrance point of my code, and I'm gonna say okay, now print hello mastermind. Okay, good. So return 0. Okay, fine. Then I have end. This is very detailed. So you might have a lot of code. So okay, now if let's have more codes here. Let's have more code. Okay, let's say I'm printing print out. Okay, let's say print out open door. So I'm gonna type open door. So print out close door. So in this one here, I'm gonna type close door. Okay, but let's make it so it won't really get complete. It really looks so rough on the compiler, on the terminal. So let's make it look, end it with EMDL. Let's end it with this particular. You actually know what this means, that it's used to end the line and send the particular next code to the next line. So it's used to end the line. This particular code is used to end the line. So good now. So this code is very easy for us to understand now. If I should tell you that from code line 1 to code 19, you should be able to understand this thing very, even for non-programmer, you should be able to understand this. If okay, now you're not a programmer, you just look at this stuff and say including IO streams. Okay, you don't know what IO stream is actually. You don't know what IO stream is as non-programmer, but you'll be able to understand little of these things. Okay, you know that I'm actually including something. I'm bringing something inside the code, which is C out and this library. So if the non-programmer will understand that this specific stuff actually means something, and if the person sees this C out, okay, this C out is meant for this one. Okay, that's the help of this particular thing here, this particular comment here. And we have this particular comment here, which is entrance point here. Okay, you're gonna know that this is the entrance point of our code. This is the entrance point of our code, and I'm gonna have print out hello mastermind, which is gonna print out for me. Print out open door, print out close door. So these are very easy for us to navigate. So, and we have, sorry, I didn't really tell us, we have 3 types of comments. Or let's say, is it 3 or 2? Oh, we have one line comment section, or single comment, single line comments. So we have single line comments. So these comments are actually single line comments. These comments are actually single. They are just for one line. If you type to the second line, it will bring error for you. So this line is this actual comment is actually for single line comments. So we actually have another type of comment again. We have another one again. I mean, we have block comment. Block. Oh, sorry, block, how should I go that? Mm, block quotes, block comments. Okay, let me just look at this place then. Google. Actually forgotten that. Sorry, I should know. So I use it, but I don't really get it. Types of comments. Okay, multiple line comments. I'm trying to use block line, so it's just multiple line comments. So there are just two types of comments: multiple line comments. I have forgotten how to put multiple. Oh my god, it's my head. I'm sorry, guys. So I can't even spell multiple again. Multiple line comment. And if it's not correct, let me check if it is correct. Multiple. Okay, multiple line comment, correct. So multiple line comment is used to hold two lines comment because it is multiple line. Example, maybe you want to, maybe your actual details is very long, like the details is very long. You can just use two line comments. Let's bring this thing down a bit. So this is how you declared multiple line comment. You use slash and you put asterisk in the front. So your Visual Studio is going to help you complete it. So you use your asterisk. You see, let me treat it again. I use my slash here and I use asterisk and it's completed. Once you've done that, you can just bring this down. So you can actually type anything you feel like, inside this place is going to be ignored by the compiler. So you're gonna say multiple line comments, or you can call it block comments. Block. I actually want to remember that block comment. Let me check block comments. I think it's block comments. It's gonna correct me anyway. Block comments. Okay. There are two types of comments, single and multiple. And okay, let's just use multiple block. So multiple lines of comment takes more than a single lines of comments. You know, we are actually using single line, and single line, and we're going to be using these comments a lot in this tutorial because so for us to be able to understand or to give or to details to explain more about our code, we're going to be using these comments a lot, so we won't get confused and going to understand, or we're going to make it, the code is going to get clear to us. So this is just multiple line comments. So multiple line comment is not really difficult, and just we can make it long, you can add to it, you can take away from it, but as long as you make it, you use it properly, which is slash and asterisk, and then you can actually add what you have there. You can actually add multi. So that's just multiple line comments. So this like I said, you should understand this way, that it is used to brief or to explain more about our code to us, just to explain more about our code, and you should try and understand it is ignored by the compiler. The compiler does not look what is inside of this place. Once the compiler gets to this, okay, let's see, I'm running my code, and when I start my code, I run the code. When the compiler starts coding, it comes to the library. Okay, first of all, it comes to line 1, and it will ignore this particular code here because it is being commented. So it's going to tell ignored. It's going to ignore this one. Then go to this one. Okay, add include add string. Then it knows this what this one means, and it goes to the next line. This is empty. It goes to the next line. Oh, this is comment. It ignored it. It doesn't read this code. It doesn't touch this code. It just ignored it. It is just for you only, to the reader or to the reviewer or to the code or to the developer. This one is actually meant for you only, or to the person that is reviewing your code. So, and it comes to the next line, which is line 5. It's going to check, okay, its main, which is the entrance point, which you actually named it, and it goes to the next one and comments. Okay, ignore this one again, comes to the next one, and print this one to the console, send this one to the console, send this one to the console, and send everything to the console. Then until it gets here and do the same thing and ends it. All these codes here are not read by the compiler. They are actually ignored by the compiler. So comment is not really that difficult. So let's try and run our code and let's try and see what we are actually talking about. So now I'm going to go to terminal and say build tags. Just this place. Run build tags. So our code is actually running and it's going to generate our binary code for us. And let's look if there is error or there is no error. Okay, fine. I haven't actually used this one yet. Okay. So that is about comments. That is just about comments. It's used to explain or details our programs. It's just to explain more about our programs to the reviewer or to us. And it's not really difficult. Comments is not difficult. It is very easy. Just once you use just double slash, and once you type your code in it, it is ignored by the compiler. And what you'll be typing there, let the code tells about the lines you are actually making it for. Let it talks about, like now I'm using print out hello world. So now we should know that exactly that this stuff here actually meant for this. It is meant for this one here. So please don't get confused. It's not difficult. So let's just click enter and go to terminal and go to view and terminal and open our program. So I'm gonna open our programs. Okay, be fast please. Okay, good. So slash code lab and then enter. So now you see it gives us our code clean and clear. Hello mastermind, and open door and close door. So you understand what is here only. It is not meant for the compiler. If we should remove this particular stuff here, it is error. And let me close this stuff here. And moreover, let me just bring this into your knowledge. You don't nest comments. Example, what I'm actually means that maybe you actually you comment like a code, you comment a code here, and you put multiple lines of multiple line comments. Then you bring another one again, another comment again, which is then you slashed it here and so slash it here, then you bring it down, then you bring it down and you put another lines or another line comment, another multiple line comment, another multiple line comment. So now I'm having two comments inside. I'm already having two comments here. See, I'm having two comments here. I have comment here. I have comment inside comment. So it is nested. This comment, it is inside comment. So it is error. This is error. If we should run it by our compiler now, it's going to give us error. Let's run it and see what it's going to give us here. Let's bring it up. Okay, good. Thank you very much. So if you look at this particular stuff here, and okay, so let's look at this code here. It's giving us error expected primary expression before this. So now it's telling me I have error here, line 27. If you go to line 27 here, line 27, where's line 27? See line 27, sorry, line 27 has error, which is this one here. So it's going to talk about line 27. So when you bring the code, it's going to talk about here, you have error here because you actually nested the no the comment section. You nest the comments, so that's why it's giving us error. So you don't nest comments. Just use, if it is you are using multiple line comments, use it. If you are using single line comments, use it. Just make sure you don't nest it. You don't nest comments, it's error, it's damn error. Okay, so that's just it about this lecture here, and you should be able to understand what comment is. So comment is not really, and sorry, I use a lot of it here. It's really rough. It's rough. You don't, when you are using your comment, you don't use excess of it. It makes your code looks so unkept. You make it look moderate. Example, now I actually did something here which is just, it's bad, it's way of bad. I can actually clear this one here, and make the comment. So printing hello world, open door, and I can just do close door. I can just do everything like this than just scattering everything and making everything looks bad. Let me save this stuff. I think I do auto save. You can actually do auto save here. Auto save. I actually make auto save. Auto save. Why is it not saving? I have actually corrected my code. I don't know what's wrong with the compiler because this code is okay. There's no error there. You should not have error. The flow should not have error. I don't know why this one is bringing error. Return 0. Okay, anyway, you can just ignore this. It shouldn't give me error. If I should run the code, it won't give me error. It should not give me error. I don't know why it's doing like that. Let me run the code. It is the compiler. It is the Visual Studio is doing somehow. It's doing nonsense. So let me run the code again and see. It's not going to give me error. I don't know why it's giving me error here because the code is okay. Please be fast, please. Okay, I'm waiting. Okay, good. See, there's no error, and yeah, it clears everything. It is the compiler. It's doing somehow. It's doing as if. Sorry, I mean Visual Studio is actually doing somehow. So now, when you are using your comment, you don't overuse it. If you overuse it, it gets complex. It gets rough. The code gets rough. Like I'm using this comment, I use one for this particular 3 of them here. Sorry, I use one of these comments for these 3 of them here. And if it is to use 3 single double line comments, oh sorry, I mean double, you can call it double or multiple line comment. Let me call it multiple line comments. So let's say if I'm to use multiple line comments, it's still okay, but I'm using by calling comments in every line that I use it. No, it doesn't make sense. You can just do something like this. So let's say I copied this one here, and I copied this one here. So I copied this one here. Let me click this single line comment. So still okay. still okay, no, but not really much okay. No, I can't use something like this. Not really okay like that. So this is still okay, and this is still okay, but I wouldn't recommend you to do this. But you can just use one single line comment, and if it is necessary for you to use multiple line comment, you can. But if you have a lot of a description to write about that code, you can make it multiple line comments. So you're gonna understand most excess or the usefulness of this comment once you are when you begin to get advanced, when you begin to have your project, and you're gonna understand. You're gonna enjoy the excess or the reason of this comment. Mostly, if you are maybe get familiarized with coding and stuff like that, or you have looked at it, you should able to see this particular stuff in the code. And if you see this code, it is actually talking about the code, the particular lines of code is used. Like when I'm talking about this one, I'm talking about this one, and I'm talking about this one, I'm talking about this one, I'm talking about the end of my code. So that is about comments. So we have single line comments. It is used to declare, it's used for just one single line, and multiples we can use it more than just one, which is this is multiple. And you can't nest a loop, you can't nest a loop. Like I said, you can't, you cannot you can't nest a loop. Sorry, I said loop. You can't nest comments, you can't nest comments. If you nest comments, it's gonna call error. Like we actually run the code and you see it gives us error. So that is about code. And sorry, in the last lecture I actually forgot to talk about something. And this particular stuff here, it's actually for the library here. It's let me just try and sorry for breaking it. You can actually stop because I'm done. Okay, I'm done with comment section, I'm done with the comment section, so I'm done for we are done for today. But I want to kind of explain this see out a little bit more. This here a little bit more. I said this is a reprocessor and this is the library. So this is our reprocessor. This one is called a reprocessor, and this is the library that has the cout, the function the tools we have here, the library we have here. So let's just say, okay, now in this library here, this OSTRME is actually means if we should claim this in a way, this stuff will give us error because this zero we have here is called output. We usually use to take output, and this is what we are giving out output to the compiler. But if you use this I, it give us error because this I is for inputs, and moreover we don't have inputs now. There is no inputs in our code. You see, this is error. This is error. So this we can actually use something like this. It's not bad. Since you are not using inputs, we are not taking data from the user. We are not taking data or accepting data. We are just printing out data. So that is the reason why it's still not bad. You can actually use this one. But on the norms, you have to use the two in case you're gonna be using them. In case you're gonna be using input and output. So that is, I actually didn't explain this stuff and this particular stuff here like this, but as we go on, you're gonna understand a little bit more and more and more and more. That's how you learn. So that was all about today's lecture. And in the next class, we're gonna talk about types of error. You know, which is very important. You know, as a programmer, you will expect, don't doubt because you're gonna be expecting a lot of error, like errors in your code, types of errors in your code. So you're gonna understand that in our next lecture. So we are done with today's lecture, and I hope you understand what comment is. I hope you understand what comment is. And if you don't, or you want to understand more, you can. I don't know if there's more, but that's all. But if you want to understand a little bit more, of course there's nothing else. Okay, thank you very much. And let's delete our let's just leave. I want to delete this EXL file, but let's leave it alone. It's fine. So let's just it save your drill. It is auto save. You can actually click on this particular place here to auto save. In case you don't want to keep saving, just go to your file and move down here and go to click on auto save. Save for you automatically without you not going and saving. So that's it. And thank you everyone. So today we are done with lecture comments. So now next lecture we will be taking types of error. The types of error we have in our C++ code. Thank you very much. Bye. And I have a wonderful day. I have a wonderful night. Just bye bye. Okay.